Hello guys, in this video I want to show you a new way of creating the opponent virtual data. Um, like the speed files and setting breakpoints and stuff. And let's just get started. So let's take this sapling from Jeff Seabrook. He didn't release it, but he posted in early beta version. And yeah, as you can see, it has a really nice track shape and stuff. So let's have a look at the virtual road data bitmap data mode. And you can see here's the middle line of the road, and here's the virtual road edge, the purple line. It's kind of out of shape, but that's very usual for very old track mods, that nothing is really calculated pretty well. Wow, actually the floats are not bad. I'm really wondering right now. So it's gonna be a documentation video. It's unscripted, so expect the unexpected. It's well, you can see here it's very stretched. That's because it's very large, so we had to stretch it back then. So I don't know if back then it was possible to add roadblocks. It's a very complicated thing. But yeah, let's just start in a way. I just wanted to show you. I really expected it to be worse, but it looks kinda okay. The base for doing the new virtual road is actually really good. So what do we do now? What we will do now is we will export the virtual road height, speed forward and speed backward data, entries written to blah blah blah, and let's just close it and open it with some open office tool. It works best for me. And we see here is the speed. You can see it's original from the base track Raceway 2, and we just set 255 here. That's 1 byte, and drag it all the way down. You have to be a little bit patient for this. Oh, that's not good. Yes. Okay, Control C for copy, and this right here is the speed column, and this is the AI lane column. So we want to click this, go back up and mark everything, and copy it over. So we have 255 everywhere here in this column and in this column. And the floats, I mean, Jim has implemented a new feature to set the floats to 0, but let's just do it here since we're already here. We want every float to be 0. And that's the original floats from the original track, because it's a very old track mod, and back then you couldn't, I think you couldn't modify it. So let's just set them to 0. And we are leaving the AI lane selection like it is, because the new version of T3ED can sorry for my bad English accent. The new version from T3ED can T3ED, maybe you can call it T3ED, can recalculate all the AI lanes. So we're pressing Control S, and we're keeping the current format from the file. This is very important, because otherwise T3 editor can't import it again. So open the track again, and I will just show you what will be different. So these are the floats, and the blue lines are the number of lanes. You can see here's one lane, and here's the other lane, the right lane and the left lane. In this case we only have one lane per side. There might be tracks like a second lane, but this is just a raceway. So import virtual vote. We will do that later. So you can see the floats are all 0. The floats, when a float is like here or something, it might be next to 4 or -4. This would be -4, and this would be 4. So we want it to be 0, and we will just save it now. And now we will do the floats. We have to go into virtual road points mode, and then we need to click this right here. And now you have to use alternative Alt, left Alt, and what we're just doing now is we're going to this point, and we're dragging it with Alt, so we only move the floats to something like this. Now this is like kind of the apex from the corner, so the next corner might be this, and also it's important to remove that move feature when we go to this point. Oh, that's a little bit out of order. We just move without Alt, so it's not so offset. This looks all right. And now we remove the float. Something to here. And the next corner is this. Something like this. It's also a little bit offset, but yeah, it's like every other point is also offset, so let's just keep it like that. This might be the next apex. What do we do here? Maybe a little bit here. Yeah, definitely right side. All to the right. And now we want to go back to 0 because there's also a right corner, and I think it wouldn't be too good if the AI would always drive on the right side, because maybe they need to get on the middle lane again. So what we're gonna do is, let's see, we are here and here's the next corner, so we go here and make something like this, so that the application knows that here is some offset from the float. It's a little bit out of place here, but usually I would fix this, but since it's pretty much points, no, it's too bad. We can't leave it like that. I'm just gonna remove the objects and the lanes, and I will just do a quick fix here, because they are really offset. It's too much, so it's gonna take some minutes. Usually the virtual road points need to be on an edge from a polygon, and due to the stretching, the virtual road points can get moved a little bit. So yeah, gotta fix it a little bit. In this corner, it's really extreme here, so this might be okay. Yeah, let's keep it like that. So let's go here and drag the float to the right side. Next corner is something. Yeah, next corner is here. Apex. Next apex. Oh, it's very offset. Maybe I should have taken another track for this example, but damn, it's really much offset. But anyway, let's just keep it like that for timing reasons. Okay, next apex, something like, then let's take this. Okay, next corner, something here. Next apex here. Let's take this one. Okay, now we have something like this again. We go into the middle and we're doing something like this, so that the calculation won't keep on the right lane, but instead it will go a little bit next to the middle of the road. And here we want to, oh wow, it's really offset here. I need to fix this. It's really much offset. let's keep it like that. And now the other side. And there's always a point where you have to find an end, so I will just leave it like that. Yes, this right here. And use left alt to only move the floats, not the virtual road points. And next, let's go to the middle here. And let's take this one as the next apex. Should be all right. And yeah, maybe here would be good. Here you can see that the virtual road points are not too much offset from the polygon edge, so it's an indication that the blocks didn't get stretched too much. So we want to go to the middle of the road, somewhere here. And we will take this apex here. And our next apex is this one. Maybe this one. Wow. Oh no, let's take this one right here. And we want the AI to go a little bit oh yeah, let's let them drive on the very right side. And here's our next left. Yeah, we are across the line. Okay, now we can just save it. And we will need another version of T3ED because I'm using the debug version for importing the virtual road data from the OpenOffice table, because if I don't use the debug version on Windows 7, the application will just crash. So I have to open this one. You can see it's still the 4.3.1 version because it's an beta and he didn't rename it, but it has a new very awesome feature, which I will show you now. So we're taking the track FRD, open it, and we see it's still got the floats I've been setting. And what we will do now is we're going to hold track, clear, modify all. Speed files, forward speed file and backward speed file. Usually if you have a split road, you have to do it 2 times, but since this track doesn't have a split road, you can just do the backward direction as well. Now I could have used this function before, set float values to 0, but since I have to edit the speed columns anyway, I just did it in OpenOffice. So this is also a very nice new feature, and what we will do now is we recalculate 0 float values, and what it will do is it calculates the 0 float values like these ones to the ones I've set before. So it will do intermediation calculation, something like that. So let's just see what it does. Now you could see that the floats are really nice. Let's just remove the objects and the other stuff. You can see that the floats are now just like they have to be for an ideal racing line. Let's just go through the track. This is a little bit close here, but it's still okay. Now here comes a very stretched part of the track. And I forgot to say, it's not guaranteed that the AI will work on parts like here, because if you stretch the track too much, the AI might get broken. But let's just hope for the best. Yeah, it's a really nice new feature where you just do one click and it will generate perfect float values for your modded high stakes track. Yeah, it's really a new awesome feature, which saves a damn lot of time. Because if you want a good working AI in the game, you wanna do something like this. So it's both forward and backward direction. I'm just viewing the forward direction. Oh, there's something wrong. There is something wrong with the application. I don't know why, but let's just ignore that for now. Usually it should always also do the backward direction. I don't know why it didn't do that now, but yeah, it's like always something happens while I'm doing a documentation video. So that's why I didn't mention it as a tutorial, because documentation is always better if something like that happens. Yep, almost everything has worked out well. Somehow the backwards direction did have problems. Okay, so now we will save it. And we will see how the AI will drive in the game. See you soon. Yeah, so I just had a thinking error because it's actually very clear why the backwards direction didn't recalculate itself, because I only edited the forward direction. So what do we have to do now? We have to export with the debug version. In my case, in Windows 10 it works, you don't need the debug version. Export the virtual road, open the CSV file again, and what I have to do now is just copy over all the floats, the forward floats to the backward floats. And save it. And import. Can be necessary if float or width values have changed. It's actually a good feature, but I don't like it while importing, so I just click no, and we will do it later. Also for showing you what will be changed. Yeah, now the backwards direction is also working, and now what we have to do. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I don't know why that happens. Actually, it should be the debug version, but maybe my registry is messed up. So let's do it the safe way. Okay. Import. Okay, no. And now it shouldn't crash. Yes, okay. Control S, and let's press Control H. It will show us this nice window from the virtual road. We can remove that extra data for now. The height we don't need right now. What we only need is the virtual road maybe, and the speed files. So we see here, I think he already did the calculation. So we have this lane selection here. 96 is this left lane, and somehow 112 is the next lane, so it would be the right lane here. So it's always a difference from 16 units. Wait, 16. No, it's not. Oh, doch, yes, it's 16 units. So the first left lane from the middle of the road is 96. Then comes 80 and so on, and the right lane would be 112. So what we actually need to do now, but I think the application already calculated it, is we would have to, oh yeah, here you can see it, here it switches to the right lane. So the app has already done that. I actually wanted to show you what will be the difference. Yes, it's already done it, but let's just do it again for documentation purposes. What I actually wanted to do now was recalculate the AI lines. So if the float is goes like here on the left side, or on the right side, you also have to set the AI lanes to the current polygon where the AI is driving, like where the floats are set. So we're just doing that. Can float of width values have been changed. And this is very important for the in-game opponents to drive correctly or somehow correctly. So we're just saving now, and I will take this track to the Raceway 2 slot because it's based on Raceway 2. And actually I can just switch the sources now. It will be a little bit of time black now, but I need to change the in-game resolution in OBS. Oh, I'm just seeing I need to end the video. Okay, we are now in the game. And we have our setting early alpha. I've already created the pictures and stuff. So let's see how the AI will act here. I've disabled the damage, so the AI won't lose its speed in corners. That's a perfect setup.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, maybe it's a little bit too loud. That that's a typical problem. That is scratched very much. But it actually behaves pretty good. And yeah, maybe let's take this as the first, how do you say, the first corner. I'll just head out of the game. And I will do a screen recording. Oh damn, I have to change the resolution again. Okay, so what we are going to do now is we need to go into our track folder, which is now in GT2, and we'll start. We will run the T3 editor, and now we have to see where the AI has crashed, and it has been here. So here there were no problems, but here the AI did crash with about 200 miles an hour into this corner. And what I will do now is I'm going to do this to set the breakpoints. So it was like 320 kilometers, and I found a solution where when you divide it by 4, like the speed with how much the AI did crash, you divide it by 4 and you get 80. It's a little bit more than meters per second, and we're just going to copy this value. And now we have to see what's the best virtual load point where to set it. I think I would set it something like here first. So let's just uncheck that everything. We only need the speed files now. So here's basically unlimited speed. So we're going to take the last virtual road point, which is 87 in this case, and we're going to put an 80 here. And the idea of this is that later I will recalculate all these values here. So if the AI comes to this point here from this direction, it will be like this. And maybe 80 is a little bit too much right now, but I want to get there like slowly, and I don't want to take too low values, because I don't want the AI to be too slow. So let's just take 80 here and see what will happen next. Yep, that was a little bit unexpected. I need to take another track for showing you how to creating the breaking points. I don't know which track it's going to be, but yeah, see you in the next video. Okay guys, so check this out. You remember the problem in the game where the opponents will crash into the wall? Yeah, where they crash into the wall, where they actually need to go on the road, on the straight road. So I've just found out it's also new to me. That's why it's documentation video and not a tutorial video. I've just found out that if you have a stretched track like this, where the like these sections, where the artificial intelligence, where the opponents don't work as good as they should, like they're crashing into this wall, for example, while they need to actually drive here. You just do the following. You go into edit tools, adjust with you go into adjust virtual road. You can leave that ticked, because the virtual road width it can be better, because it's the original data. You know, this track is like 22 years old, and you couldn't edit the virtual road width back then properly. So let's just keep that ticked on not possible outer. So what you will have to do is you leave everything as it is, like this. Automatic lane selection, find non-possible virtual road lanes, calculate number of virtual road lanes from possible polygons. This is an also extremely awesome new feature, and it fixes AI behavior on very stretched tracks. I didn't know before, because I've already tried that out on Burgstraße, and it didn't work for some reason, but on this track it works pretty well. I guess, I hope. And I just want to show you that I think this this option here, set number of lane polygons, I did back then too, and I think it was a mistake. Just leave it like that, so that the original lane polygons remain the same, but we need to tick these ones and press OK. And now you need to see what will happen to those like outer polygons where they are a little bit darker. They will now get completely green. Oh, I'm just seeing that this is very interesting. The width of the lanes is also, oh no, it's 4, but you now see that the right lanes are 4, which is a little bit extreme to me, but in the end it's right. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes. Actually, when back then I always used to do 1 lane here, because you don't want the AI to drive on this lane. So you will probably see traffic driving here or here, but if you want the opponents to be really good on the track, you have to do this. So yeah, it's just like that. Yeah, you have 2 lanes here. Yeah, actually I don't like it like this, but because I only want the next left and the next right lane to the virtual vote middle, I only want these 2 lanes drivable for the opponents, but somehow this works better here. So it looks like this, and yeah, it's really actually too much. This is actually not good, but somehow the opponents work good this way. And yeah, let's just see how the traffic will behave. And but this is going to be unimportant right now. What I want to show you is how I set the breakpoints. So let's just save it like that, and Bildschirmaufnahme is still on. So okay guys, I had to cut the video because I went into full screen mode and OBS didn't record the game, so I just have to do it again. So here's like the first corner where the opponents will crash, and I will just show you it in game, but I have to be a little bit careful with the mouse. This is going to be a problem. Okay. Oh no, it's not. I need to restart.
3,
Okay,
2,
we need a
1,
very fast
go!
car. We need actually a AAA car with good opponent acceleration tables. So it's best that we use an original AAA car. So as you can see, the opponent is Sleepy is behaving very well here, because I recalculated the number of polygon lanes. So the AI won't crash into the side walls on very stretched tracks like this one. That's what I mean if it's a really awesome feature. So now we have to be careful and see with how many kilometers per hour the AI is crashing into the corner. Remember that the speed files are now unlimited, because we want to set completely new speed files and they should be proper. So let's take 307 or maybe 300 because it's a little bit fast. Okay, let's just take 300. It's always better to go a little bit down here on these calculations. 75. And now this is hard to explain. Sometimes it's good if you set the breakpoints here, but also sometimes it's good if you set the breakpoints like here. It's always depending on the corner. So, but in this case I will set the breakpoint to the last virtual roll point of the block. And what I'm going to do now is I take the 75 and I will place it to the 87th virtual roll point. And so the AI knows, okay, I am at this virtual roll point, I mustn't go over 75 speed units. It's somehow meters per second, but it's a little bit off, so I just call it 75 speed units. And what I will do later is I will recalculate everything in OpenOffice so that it will slowly go up to 255 so that we have our first breakpoint, but I will show you later. So here I have to press OK. So here is 75 and here is all unlimited, 255. Probably 75 is still way too much, but with this method we will have very clean and proper breaking points. Actually, it would have been good to take a Class B car in this corner, because now you always have to remake it again 3 or 4 times. So actually I like to use mixed classes to set breakpoints, but if you wanted to make it really properly you have to use AAA cars. So let's go back in the game. Now we can't set the breakpoints here. Yes, he's not crashing. Oh, you could see he wanted to go into the wall, but because of the new calculation in T3ED, he didn't go into the wall. He didn't drive into the wall. And this is really extremely awesome, because it wasn't possible before to fix so extremely stretched tracks. That's what I wanted to say. So he's going to probably crash in this corner with 300. No, he won't crash. Okay, that's good. Okay. Oh, that was not good. I didn't see the KPH, so I will just leave it like that. 80, that's alright. Okay, we will go full speed now. Okay, that was a crash. 312. It's always hard to remember the corner, but it was here because I did it before. So what do we do? What do we do now? We take 300. Let's take 305 divided by 4 and put it at this virtual road point, and you can just copy and paste it. Oh, I forgot something very important. To find these spots, like where you want to set the breakpoints, oh man, it's so important. What I always do is I insert a 999 here, so it will be 231 for some reason. And I can search this 231 very easily in OpenOffice. I have to do it on the other corner now, since I forgot that. And in backward direction it would be not the upper one, but the opposite one. Okay. Probably Sleepy will crash here, but let's just see what happens. Okay, that was a 268. '67. Now you could set it here for a more safe way into going to corner, but you can also set it at the apex if you want really fast opponents. But you will have to recalculate it several times, so I will take this point here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth. There's a very long straight. Song is a little bit funny here, but it's not bad for racing. 317. Let's take 315. And let's set the break point. Maybe here. I think that would be a good point position. Okay, 315. Let's take 310. It's a very long process, but if you do it without documenting it, it can be faster. Here's a very sharp corner, so let's set the break point here, second one. Across the line. So here's no crash either. AI is behaving properly fine, thanks to the new calculation. And now we go into... Oh no. There's a problem here with the mouse. Now we have it. Okay, going into menu. And now we have to save and export. and open with Open Office. Now we can press Ctrl F and search for 231, and tada, we have our 75. Now we have to do the following: click here and plus 0,5. So it's going to be 75.5. I will just say comma because it's easier for me. It's a comma, but in America it would be like a point. So we drag it up and we have 118. 119. I'm not taking 0.5 because it's easy to calculate with, but it's also the best value for the AI to break. There are times where I have been using 0.3 period, but it's a little bit too much. I mean, the opponents will break very slowly. I mean, they will break too much. That's what I want to say. So we drag it up until here, and here's our next breaking point: 77 plus 0.5, and we're dragging it up until the next breaking point, which is here. 157. Okay. In this case, we don't have to search for the 231, but we're going to need it in the next calculations because, yeah, it's more easy. Oh, why are there two 73s? That's very strange. That is very strange, but I will just do it like this and take this one as next. And we are across the line. Now we have to, how do you say? We have to mark every cell, right click, format the cells, and we have to leading nodes, we have to do it like this. So it will be rounded up, and this is our first calculation of the breaking points. So I will just explain a little bit. So the opponent is starting here at the finish line. It will basically be unlimited. It's like 119 meters per second. It's maybe something like 400 kilometers per hour. Yeah, so it will be unlimited here, but as you can see, the speed is going, also the speed is with every virtual world point the speed gets less. So let's just scroll down a bit and see what will happen here. Here's the 75, which is still very fast, but again, this is only our first calculation. So yeah, it's 270. We will probably have to recalculate it very soon. So this is basically how I do the breaking points. Let's just keep the video going and see how the AI will act. Save it, close, and import it. Oh, it may be that it will crash now because I'm not using the debug version, but I don't remember. Let's not do that now because we only want to import it. Yep, it's the normal version. I need to switch to the debug version. Now we don't need the interpolation anymore. This is the debug version, which is working for me. Okay, just re-import it. Don't do that now because we've already done it. Save, and let's just keep it open. And now we have to load the track again. I will go into full screen mode right now, so the game does load faster. And I will just pick, I will now do it on mixed classes, because it's actually always better to do that. Now we have a very slow car.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's see how Plus Because acting here. I think in this S corner we don't have to do any braking points. And I really hope that there will be no car crashing into the walls for no reason. I really hope so. Because if it would be the case, it would be really awesome. Because yeah, it's really like a milestone in fixing tracks. We're going into our first breaking point, and as you can see, 270 was way too much. So it's always best to test it with mixed classes, because now we can see if Bugay will crash into the corner again with 200 kilometers per hour. And this is the case. So we're going out. 200 divided by 4 is 50, and we're going into our first corner where the AI has to brake. And here's our 75 from before, and here's 172 again, so we're taking this point again. And now we need a 999 again, because we want to search for the 231 back then in OpenOffice again. And we're going back into the game. Yeah, you can see it's acting a little bit red because it wants to go into the wall, but new calculation forbids it. They're kind of swifting around the area, but it's the best we can do. So it looks a little bit weird, but yeah. It's okay. This is not bad when the cars are very fast, because that little swifting will make them go better into the corners. They won't slide too much, I wanted to say. I actually wanted to say they won't slide too much. But this is really working perfectly fine. Yes, we don't need a breaking point for 200 kilometers per hour. So let's see what we have to do here. 204 is too much. $51, and it's been this corner. It's always you have to remember where he crashed. It's not always easy. So let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've taken the 5th point back then, but now let's take the 4th point, because I've changed my mind and set a 999 and back into the game. This is a Napster X7, I think. Awesome car, but a little bit slow. And only a little bit. Now we don't have to set breakpoints here for the Class B, which is very good. But we will have to set some breakpoints for higher classes. Probably around 230 or 240 kilometers per hour. So let's just take AAA for that. And I think here was a crash too. Oh, no crash, I think. Okay, so it's a little bit senseless to test it with Class B cars, but it was good for this. No, it was good for this corner here. But let's go back into the main menu and calculate the other stuff. So save it and export it and open it. Search for 231. Now you have to be a little bit more careful. 50 plus 0.5. Now you have to be careful. Like you need to watch if the numbers they are going to be higher, but you need to be careful. If, for example, here would be a 30, you would have to stop here because that would be the next breaking point. But I will just show you now. So we have a 93.5, and so this is going to be a 94. So now we have to watch, we have to look. No, 140. Here's the next breaking point, so we have to drag it until the number gets extremely low, like here. And now we have to search for the next breaking point. This is why setting the 999 is important, because now we have to search for 231. Oh yeah, So there's no more 231, so that's basically it. And we have to reformat the cells again. Save it, close, and we import and save. And yeah, let's just see what the game will give us. Okay, now we have a Class A car.
3, 2, 1, go!
So it might give us some crashes. Some more crashes. But not too much, because it's only a Class A car. So you can see here's the first moment where we actually see that the AI has to brake due to the braking points. So now let's hope that who is it? That screen will not crash into the corner. It's a little bit too much. So still a little bit too fast. If that was too much. So let's take 185 dividing 4, 46. And where's the corner? Here. Maybe let's set the break point. Oh no, let's take this one. Yeah, let's take this one. A little bit slower. So I just changed from 50 to 46, and I will recalculate the remaining points again. So we hope that the Chevrolet Camaro will not slide too much in this corner, because that slows them a little bit down, and it is a little bit risky for higher classes. Always acting red in that corner, but it's kind of funny a little bit. No calculation here, no breakpoints, not yet. Oh, that was very close, but we can't do anything here. That's just how the game is behaving on very scratched tracks. Sorry for my English. Okay, let's see, there's also a breaking point on 40. That's a little bit too much. Let's take 240. And where's that corner here? Always look for the direction. Let's take this point here, the second one. Look, 101 is way too much. It's like 370 kilometers per hour. So I don't know why it is so high. But anyway, let's just take care of our business. Okay, breakpoint 140 is way too much. 235, 58. Maybe I set the breakpoint too much here. I should have placed it here. Oh, it is actually, it is here. Oh, I didn't import. Oh, I didn't import. Really? I didn't import it. Damn. Anyway. I think I've made a big mistake. Sometimes it can happen. Okay, let's just set 51 here. Sorry guys, it's a documentation video. Let's just do it again. Very close, but we don't have the separation point for class A. Now I'm curious. 145. Oh wait, which corner? Wait, I think it was this corner. Ah no. It's alright, it's really this corner. 240. Ah, okay. Yeah, 245. Second one. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, you can see it's way too much. It has been 78, now it's 61. No breakpoints here yet. Okay. Going back into the main menu. And save. Export. Open. Search for 231. Ah, you see, here's our next breaking point. Ist gleich 61 plus 0,5. Always you have to be also you have to be careful not to suddenly by accident miss a breaking point here. It can easily happen. Okay, that's been everything. Zellen formatieren. Control S. re-import. Okay, no. Control S and going into. Oh no, that's not good. Full screen mode. Really good. Okay.
3, 2,
Last
1,
8 again.
go!
Let's see if we have to set any more breaking points. See now that the very stretched track is causing the AI to brake very early, which is not so good, but we can't do anything about it. Now it's going to be interesting what will happen. Yep, it's still too much. Let's take 240. 60. Where's that corner? Here. Yep, the tunnel. Tunnel. Sorry. Yeah, let's take this one. This might be good. Yeah, way too fast, way too fast. 60. That's why it's always good to take lower class cars, because it will save some recalculations. It will save some calculations. Okay, let's see. Okay, way too fast. Actually, I don't know why this had to happen right now. Something very strange here. Very strange. Oh, I think I had a wrong setting in OpenOffice. God damn it. Oh yeah. Here you can see really good how the floats are changing. It's on the left side. Okay, here's a braking point and it's working very well. That was just about right. And we're across the line. Now we're going to save again and export. Only whole cells, okay. Very strange. I don't know why this hasn't been calculated yet. Oh, maybe I should have taken this one. Okay, let's take the earlier one. Actually, to be honest, it's a little bit messy, but it will work. I can promise you it will work. Okay. Search again. Okay, let's just do that. 60,5, 60. Let's search again. Okay, it seems. Oh no, I have to use the upper one. Sometimes it can be really weird. But I hope that we will have every breaking point now. Breakpoint. Okay, from 100 to 60, we have to stop here. 231. That's interesting. This has to be like it is because it is part of the calculation. It's not been set by me. And that seems to be it, but I actually don't believe it. I will just search manually, but it seems we have everything. Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. It's a very tedious process if you want to do it right, if you want the AI to be as good as possible. Import it again. No, because we didn't change the floats. And Control S. And going back into the game. Now we have a little bit slow
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, after this one I have to take a class AA car. Let's just see if Bobe can finish around without crashing into any corner, any wall. Braking is really expanded here. That was a little bit too fast, but it's alright, I think. This is actually a problematic track. I think it would be a little bit easier on original tracks, for example. The scratching is not so intense. Wow, 210 is still too much. That's the corner, okay. Well, let's make it maybe a little bit earlier. Oh, there's something very strange here. Okay. Okay, I have to see what's the problem here with the calculation. Let's just see how Google will perform in this corner here. Sport. So just right for the Camaro SS. Okay, yeah, not bad. You could see here that that Camaro SS hardly braked because it doesn't need to brake, and this is just what we want. That Class B cars only brake when they have to brake. And that Class AAA cars, of course, they have to brake very strong here. But this is just what we want, not handicapped Class B, just because we made wrong braking points. So this is actually the way how you have to do braking points, so that every class is acting properly, like not braking too much. That's the main point what we are looking for. So we are done here. Okay, Control S, export. And search for 231 again. Okay, 51. I don't know why this is like that here, but let's just go ahead. Nine 60 62. Okay, I think that should be it. 89 90. Okay, 231. Oh, that's it. Okay. Okay, that's it. And you can just only reformat the selected cells. Save. Control S, and now I'm going to take a class AA car. That one's good.
3, 2, 1, go!
I actually hope that you see the game. I hope that OBS doesn't do strange stuff. So yeah, that's the problem where the car is braking way too early. But we have no other choice because of the scratching. But I think it's better like that than otherwise when the cars are crashing into the corners, because if damage would be set to on, they would be extremely slow in the end of the race. So I'd rather have a little bit too much braking on the AI than the opposite. Accelerating again, and let's see how he will perform in the following corner, because there's a braking point. Oh yeah, he's already braking. Okay, that works out really well. Yeah, it could be better. Okay, next braking point. Okay, yep, that was very close, but I don't want to break them down anymore. It's okay if they're a little bit drifting. I think we can leave it like that. Now let's see how he will perform in the very large U-turn. Okay, perfect. It's really perfect. That's our forward direction. Very good. Perfect. Now, last but not least, I will check AAA class. I'm going to take every Romeo. Because this car is very fast.
3, 2, 1, go!
No braking here. Not needed. Now there might be very fast AAA cars like a pod racer for example, but you can't set breakpoints for these kind of cars, because even if you have very good, very well made opponent acceleration tables, the game somehow can't handle them, so they will always crash into corners if they are too fast. So let's keep the focus on original based performance cars. Oh, okay, the braking is very strong here. The scratching that's usually on not stretched tracks, the AI wouldn't break like this. This is just because of the stretching. Perfect. No braking is needed here. Oh, that was not good, but I can't do anything about it. Maybe a little bit braking, but I will do it after the video again. Okay, here's the braking. Nice. Back to the middle of the road and the next braking point. 180, yeah, that's just right. That's just right. Maybe I also didn't set the floats very properly. I mean, you can do it better. Conflict is doing an amazing job on original tracks, but I don't want to. I don't have time to. Oh, that was too. A little bit too fast. So we have to do one last braking point. I think that was like, oh, I didn't watch the speedometer. Damn it. Let's see how much it is, and let's do it manually. Ah, okay. There's the 142. 78. Oh, yes, I think it was something like 280. Let's just take the same. No, let's take 300 first. It's I don't want to the KI to break too much. 75. And is this even the right spot? No, it should be a little bit earlier. Let's take this point right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that should be the thing. Cones are a little bit funny there. Okay, perfect. Okay, save. Export. 231. That's our 75. This is like basically unlimited. Oh, that was very close. Because if it would go beyond 255, I would have to do some extra work. Okay. Yes. Now that actually can't be true. There should be a 231 here. I don't understand. Why didn't he find this 231? Oh, because it is a formula, that's why. Okay. Very strange. Why didn't he find it? I mean, he did find it before. Anyway, okay, that's it again. Save and
3, 2, 1, go!
some braking control. Oh. Okay, it's really intense how early he's braking. Actually, I'd like to set another braking point here, but then it's going to even brake more, and that's I don't like it. Can't do anything about it, unfortunately. Oh, that was a little bit too fast, actually. But it's okay. That was, did you see it? That was just perfect. Not too early, not too late. I mean, you could still improve it, but I think I just have to end this video now because it's already too long. So this is basically how I create a braking points. And I mean, you can always vary a few things. Like for example, this braking point here, I could probably skip the whole block where the brake points are set, but yes, it's actually a real problem. But if I would fix this block right here, I would have to do a stronger braking, and I could do it, but I won't show it in this video now. Now let's have a last look at that strange problem where he shortly crashes into the wall. I really don't know what I have to do here. It's very strange. Anyways, guys, this is it, and I hope you could learn something. And right, if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments or make a post at Need for Speed Addons, and see you soon.